Hey guys, I'm MegaGWolf and welcome back to the Sonic Fan Showcase. Today we'll be looking at The Emerald's Awakening, another highly praised fan game from Sage. The game uses a highly modified version of the Sonic Worlds engine. And for those of you who aren't big fans of the Sonic Worlds engine due to its somewhat floatiness, you're definitely not going to like this one. Because with the other games that have used the Sonic Worlds engine, I've not had an issue with the floatiness. In this one I do. I can only assume it's something they've changed in the physics and the way that Sonic controls, but he just feels a lot floatier in this one. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing because I still enjoyed the game a lot. It's just for people that didn't like the original feeling of Sonic Worlds, they probably won't like the feeling here, even more so perhaps. But overall the controls are quite nice, and they have added some new moves for Sonic. Of course, he can spin dash, that's kind of a no-brainer at this point. No super peel out this time, although he does have an air dash. He also has a homing attack that, when you connect with an enemy or object, you continue with your momentum. After playing a lot of Sonic games where you don't get that, that's kind of difficult to get used to. But the other move, the air dash, can only be activated when you're in mid-air as well as in ball form. You cannot do it while bouncing off a spring. Now because of this, a few controls have been changed, but only slightly. In this, the arrow keys are to move, and the X button makes you jump. Now the Z key does have a feature, but it's only really noticeable when you have an elemental shield. As originally in the other games, you'd have to double jump to activate the elemental shield's ability, whereas in this one, because of your forward dash thing, you can't do that, so the Z key is used to activate them. But that's really all they've done with the moves and the physics. Really what this game is about is the look. And that isn't just my personal opinion. That's what they've written in the readme that comes with the game. This is definitely a fan game that's gone towards a more arty style. To not really give you too many different experiences with the gameplay, but the overall atmosphere and feeling of the levels as you run through them. Sometimes I honestly think this might be my preferred way to play Sonic fan games, because I mean I'm playing a Sonic fan game. I suppose I want the game to feel like Sonic, but just to experience new and interesting areas. But at the same time, it is nice to see games that have gimmicks and extras. Sometimes games that have completely different play styles. I remember a friend of mine saying basically these feel like Sonic level packs. And in a lot of ways, with the Sonic Worlds engine and the way it's set up, I can imagine why. So it is nice to see some people out there that are using the simple Sonic formula, but changing the world around Sonic in such a dramatic way that you don't care that it's not really added too much to Sonic's gameplay. You just look forward to what the next area is going to look like and what theme it takes. If you didn't catch what I'm trying to say, I really like the art style of this game. Seriously, the backgrounds are awesome to look at and have parallax scrolling, and all of the foreground items look really cool as well. Really detailed. Also, the way the shields look now is so cool. If you rewind the video and quickly go look at when I got the bubble shield, you'll see that it reflects everything I run past. Now that is impressive. To add to the overall atmosphere and style of the game, they've added some other features as well. It's mainly little cosmetic things, like for example, when you go underwater the sound gets all muffled. There are really nice reflections in the water as well. And as you can see here on level 2 as well, everything's very detailed. I tip my hat off to the art crew, you have impressed me. Also, going back to the shields real quick, they have changed one thing. The flame shield no longer lets you dash forward in air since, well, you've already got a move that's similar to that now. Instead, it works as a forward dash while on the ground. You press Z and zoom ahead, leaving a trail of flame behind you, as you run really fucking fast, actually. But apart from that one, everything else is pretty much the same. The demo that you can download has 5 playable levels. Moonlight Act 1 and 2, well, 2 is the boss. Sparkling City Act 2 and its boss. Sky Heaven Act 1 and its boss, and Sky Heaven Act 2. There are also 4 special stages that I couldn't find during gameplay, nor got any gameplay footage of, so there's incentive for you to play the game, to try out the special stages yourself. Yeah, I know I could have pressed F12 at the title screen, but I didn't feel like it at the time, and I'm lazy, what can I say? Overall, this hack is looking to be really good, in both meanings of the word, in looks and in gameplay. Though I'm not expecting big gameplay changes, I am looking forward to seeing what other levels are going to look like and bring to the table. I will say one thing, the boss fights are actually very interesting, they're a lot different. What's that? You want to know what they're like? Well, I guess you're going to have to play the game, aren't you? But this is the Emerald's Awakening. Definitely one I'm going to be looking out for. As well as to see if they add a new character. On the title screen, it looks like they have someone else they're thinking of adding, at least to the story. I'm not sure if they're going to make them a playable character or not. That is a nice thing I like about Sonic hacks as well, when they add new characters. May they be allies or bosses. Still nice to see custom stuff. Man, I wonder if someone will make like a MechaGWolf enemy boss one day. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to try and convince someone to do it. I'll see you next time on the next Sonic Fan Showcase. Okay, thanks, bye.